Good afternoon, everybody. This is Wayne's Journal of Trucking back again. The route that I have is going back through the Rockies, guys. I mean, you know what? Something told me that was going to happen, and it did. So I think after I'm done with this route right here, my pickup was in Washington State. It was in Tacoma, Washington, and my drop-off is in somewhere in Minnesota. But anyway, once I found out that my drop-off was in Minnesota, that lets me know that I had to go back through the Rockies, guys. And something told me that, take these off, that was going to happen. I called the owner of the truck, and I let him know that I had to go back through the Rockies. And well, he tells me that I'm supposed to be in California. He's trying to figure out why I didn't head south into California from Washington, pick up there, and then head back east, in which I probably would have been taking either 40 or 10. He said, I'm supposed to be in California, but I already know why I'm not in California. It's because nobody wants to do these routes, especially during the winter. Since he figured I'm new, that I won't realize that, But I know the reason why he keeps me in the mountains is because nobody else wants to stay in the mountains. They're very dangerous roads, especially during the winter. Now, as far as my driving quality, I'm not even concerned about how I drive. This is the reasons why I want to stay out of the Rockies. It's not because of my driving habits. It's because of others' driving habits. Like, if somebody's going too fast and they turn over in front of me, then what? Now, I'm on an icy road. This person just slid, turned over in front of me. Now, how am I going to stop in time to keep from hitting them on this icy road? So, I'm not concerned about my driving. I'm concerned about their driving, other people's driving. And trust me, on my way west, going into Washington, through the Rockies, trust me, guys, I've seen all kinds of cars on the side of the road, trucks laying on its side. Vans, Sprinter vans, people just on the side of the road waiting for tow trucks, I guess. I don't know. Some of them were abandoned. Some people were actually standing there with their cars in the ditch, in the median. And I don't think that I want to do this route, a northern route, especially going through the Rockies, anymore until maybe April, when the weather decides to, get warmer, because going through the mountains in icy conditions is very dangerous. So for you wannabe drivers out there, or future drivers out there, box truck, tractor trailer, or whatever, if you get into it and your dispatch sends you to the Rockies, number one, it's because you're green and nobody else will take this route, and they don't think that that nobody else will take this route. See, because when you get into trucking, when you get into a certain company, of course, you get seniority. And seniority means that you've been there for a while, so you somewhat have a choice of what routes you would accept and reject. I'm fresh, I'm green. So I guess they figure, well, we'll just give him the routes that nobody else wants. Nobody wants to do the mountains during the winter. Just give him those routes. And I believe that's what's going on. But trust me, after I'm done with this route, my next route, I'm not going to be going through these mountains. If he gives me a route where I have to go back west through the Rockies, I got to turn it down, guys. I got to turn it down. I'm sorry. Either find somebody else. If you feel like, well, since you don't want to take the routes we're gonna give you, we gotta let you go. We didn't let me go. You know, that's just the way I feel about it, because my safety is first over any dollar. Any dollar. You know, there's not enough money in the world to pay for your life, guys. So after I drop this load in Minnesota and I pick up my next load, my load in Minnesota is due on Monday. So after I drop that load on Monday, of course, I don't know, maybe I have a day or two off or whatever, but if my next load after this load is going west back into the Rockies, I don't want it. I'm going to let him know, listen, right now, I don't want it. Find somebody else to take the route. Oh, well, you know, we can't find nobody else to take the route. If you don't want the route, we got to let you go. Well, then let me go, because I'm not going back through these Rockies during the wintertime. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like my safety is first. I've done the Rockies twice. So since I've done the Rockies twice, I feel like maybe he should switch up and let somebody else do these northern routes, or do at least two of them. I mean, we could, you know, stagger it out. Stagger it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the Rockies twice, let somebody else do the Rockies twice, while I do a southern route twice. And we'll go back and forth like that. Other than that, you're not going to keep me in these Rockies. You know, you're not going to keep me in the mountains, especially during the wintertime. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's going on with me. Right now I'm in Montana. I'm at the same pilot where the lady asked me what did the D stand for when I pulled up to the fueling island. So, but anyway, I'm sitting here, I'm having my lunch. And after I'm done having my lunch, I'm going to take off. I'm going to be going 90 east. And my next checkpoint is in North Dakota. When I get to North Dakota, I'm going to spend the night there and then start fresh in the morning. But you best believe, guys, after I'm done with this route, if my next route is in the mountains, I'm going to be like, listen, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've done it twice. I've been patient. It's not like I've been bitching about it the whole time. I've been patient with you guys as far as these mountain routes. So after I get back on flatland, if they try to send me out here, I'm gonna have to turn it down, guys. That's just the only way I can look at it. And if you want to let me go, then let me go, because there's other jobs out there. There's other box truck jobs out there. There's local box truck jobs out there. To where I won't have to, okay, granted, I won't make as much money as I'm making doing long distance, but at least I'll be safe. Because like I said before, my safety comes first before any load, before any dollar, before any dispatch, before any company owner. So I had to go over these mountains at night last night, guys. You know, which is even more dangerous than going over them during the daytime, because at least you got the sun beaming down on the roads that dry the roads. But at night, the roads are not dry. It's cold, they're icy and foggy and smoke because of the forest fires that's going on in Colorado. I got to deal with the smoke from the forest fires, the fog from being in the mountains, the ice on the roads, and going up and down the mountains. It's just, there's not enough money for that. You couldn't pay me enough to do this all the time. During the winter, though, you couldn't pay me enough to do this all winter long. During the summer, spring, summer, I wouldn't mind being up in these beautiful, gorgeous mountains. But during the winter, it's not a good look. Not for me, it's not a good look. I'm sorry, they don't pay enough for that. So, anyway, let me take a bite. After I'm done with this route, excuse me, if the next one's heading back west into these mountains, I'm going to have to turn it down. I'm going to have to put my foot down, because it's just way too dangerous. And what can happen will happen, guys. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic. You have to be realistic when it comes to, especially semi-dangerous jobs like driving a box truck through the mountains. You have to be realistic. And what can happen will happen. So, and trust me, I've witnessed it. I've witnessed trucks on the side of the road turned over. On its side. I mean, straight laid down. Sprinter vans in the ditch. Cars in the ditch. Pickup trucks in the ditch. You know? If something like that happens in front of me, how am I going to stop in time on an icy road? On a curve. Going downhill. You know, you have to be realistic. Remember, guys, I understand that trucking, you can make a decent amount of money doing it. But remember, guys, these ones that want to get into it, for you guys that want to get into trucking, regardless if it's a box truck or a semi, tractor trailer, your safety comes first. Remember that. So, I'm just going to have to put my foot down, let him know, listen, I've been through the Rockies twice. If there's another route that's going through the Rockies, give it to someone else. I've done it twice. Let me be on flatland for a little while. Let me be in the South for a little while, where it's warmer, it's less icy, more safe. You know, I understand that accidents can happen anywhere, but these mountains, it's more of a guarantee than just a chance. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. This is Wayne's Journal of Trucking. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you make a comment, if you think that, I mean, if you disagree, make a comment down below. I'll try my best to respond to your comments. And I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'll talk to you guys a little later on in the day. Probably when I get down to North Dakota, I'll probably wrap it up and get some sleep and start over. All right, guys? Peace.